Aries, to your Yesterday's reading for August. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, hit that big old like button and subscribe. This month is highly auspicious, so guys, wait for that Lionsgate reading. It's going to come up right after this video, and then after that, we will have that blue moon reading coming up pretty soon as well. Okay, guys, let's get in here and see what's going on with your Astro Dice reading. Got that North Node coming out with some, we're just going to say Aquarius energy. We also got the 12th house, so let's see what's going on here. Going straight into that North Node, we're talking about that karmic lessons going on. So where are you moving? What is your destiny? How are you going to get there? This is suggesting that there is your soul's destiny from what you can gain advancement in your spiritual development and karmic path. Talk about that karmic gain and growth. So talking about what it is. Where's my destiny? Where am I going? Okay, so going to use Vesta, the goddess within your sacred spiritual center and quiet dignity. It is also a part of your soul's growth and soul's journey. So Vesta always comes in very handy. Okay, and then we're going to, since they don't give me a North Node or a South Node card, if I could find one, I'm almost like to the point where maybe I'll make one, right? Then they won't look as cool as what they already look like. Okay, so going Aquarius over here, this energy is freedom-loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. So, well, got that technology going on. Got this huge energy coming through. But I like it because it's going to make you feel like you are feeling more free, wanting that freedom, feeling like I just want to get out there into the world, do what I want to do. And straight into the 12th house, so we're talking about this area of your life that is overwhelming you. You yield to the greater cause of power, and we're talking about that, what? That North Node. We're talking about that wanting to get to that destiny, but knowing that something is there that's overwhelming the factor. Something is there that is, right, overwhelming me. How do I get past this? It could be a crossroads for a lot of you. That's really what it kind of feels like. So let's get some cards over here and get straight. Dive straight into the situation, which is taking place in the beginning of the month, middle of the month, and the end of the month. Tell us what is going on in the beginning of the month. It's talking about finding that balance. So the balance right now actually feels like it's kind of mind over destiny. Finding that balance between where you're going and what you're supposed to be doing. Understanding the purpose that you have, but yet trying to settle the mind to find the balance. And the balance is also between the negative thoughts versus the positive thoughts for a lot of you. Okay, so it's about that win or lose. Right now, feeling like you're, like I said, it's kind of crossroad. The win or lose is the Five of Swords, so it's definitely feeling like there's some kind of conflict, but yet, you know, I'm kind of like, it could be a self-sabotage type of situation where you're kind of like, well, however it's going to go, right? But it's getting to those desires of the 12th house of what's overcoming those overwhelming issues and situations or thoughts that are holding you back. Take it how it resonates, okay, to get to the heart's desire. Win or lose, it's almost like, but I'm going to get there one way or another. Pushing everything you have out. Okay, so it's almost like your past achievements could be in the spotlight this week, right? Looking backwards, yet also understanding where am I supposed to be standing now? I understand I had past achievements, but I need to make new achievements. Just do not make this a recognition of only what the past was, or maybe it was even past weaknesses. We're going to look on that, right? Is it looking at your past achievements? Maybe it's looking at your past achievements and weaknesses, 2 in 1, or allowing the past weaknesses to hold you back from the great achievements. Ooh, which one is it? Ooh. Clarifying on the win or lose. Because no matter what, it's still holding you back from what you desire. See what you desire now. This is a card of desire. This is a card of passion. This is saying that no matter what, I'm holding back one way or another and causing some kind of conflict. That's win or lose is a card of conflict, allowing the stresses. So whether or not you know it's one way or another, you know which one it is. Is it looking at yesterday's weaknesses and not, and holding tight to them and saying, oh, I don't know, win or lose, I don't know, it could all end up the same, and holding on to something that you should be letting go of? Or are you looking at your past achievements and thinking you could not achieve such great things now? Because no matter what, you're spotlighting one or the other. And that's becoming your overwhelming barrier, okay, to the commitment. Conflict towards the commitment. Your commitment, what you can achieve. Using the truth and wisdom will set you free through the situation, saying there is no balance. You're being very unfair to yourself by holding on to whichever one, holding on to this feeling, okay? It doesn't matter which one it is. Because some people can say, you know what, I hold on to yesterday's great achievements, but I don't think that I could get any better than that. Or I'll never get back to where I was before. That's holding you back. Or holding on to yesterday's failures and believing that we can't move forward because every time I go to do something, I always fail. Okay, that's not the way to look at things. We learn from yesterday's failures. We even can learn from yesterday's achievements to know that no matter what, we can still evolve into that situation, right? There's no such thing. So it's actually like very exhausting, but it's also you competing against yourself and taking on a challenge between you and yourself. If you know that there's another person involved, could be a Aries or a Sagittarius, and maybe you guys are having a commitment problem and you're having a hard time getting back to that love or building that love or however it is, that would still be an overwhelming situation. So whatever that is, okay, whichever way you're going. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to, so that's something that's going to be on the mind right now. This is definitely a crucial point right now. So let's go ahead and look and see what's going on in the mid-month. Observing the situation, manifesting with the magician, daydreams. So I am manifesting, I am observing the situation, I know where the magic is, and I daydream and want to make the decision to get to where the magic is, to get to this goal, to get to where it is. So it does look like you are observing a lot of different situations at this time, taking on a lot of appreciation as well. You can definitely see that. Getting out of that hopeless and helpless situation, observing to get away from that. Knowing where your goal is and daydreaming and making decisions upon that. That's where you're going to have the well-deserved rewards. Spirit says you're on your way. I'm actually going to take that because it says you're actually on your way. Okay, just do not get too comfortable. Get out of that comfort zone of thinking that's what it is, because this, even an overwhelming competitive energy of you holding yourself back for whatever reasons, or somebody doing so, can cause a comfort zone, because then it makes you scared to move. It makes you not recognize what's going on around you. Okay. So definitely having some ups and downs. If it's ups and downs in love life, then, right? Or ups and downs in the career. However it is, do not settle for that. Be wise with the Hierophant and move past that and stop digging into the past. There's no reason for the past to be there in that way. Right? You're giving the past too much energy, okay, to where you're having a hard time moving. But now it's saying you're starting to, I think you're really starting to become aware of that. That's what it looks like to me, that you're not going to allow that past to rule you. You're freeing yourself. See, now that's where the Aquarius is coming in. I'm freeing myself from that energy. Yes, isolating yourself so that way you can recognize what it is. Distancing yourself from that energy to say, I withdraw from that so that I can allow the magic to happen. So that I can actually start transforming and transitioning into new decisions, new daydreams, and rebuilding the situation. There it is, self-discipline. Because it does feel like they're looking, lost your way, in direction. So it's saying I had lost my way and I was in indirection, so now I have to become more aggressive about the situation when it comes to this. This aggression is not that type of aggression. It's not the kind of, it's more like the control aggression. Like, I'm going to get aggressive with this. I'm going to get in there. See what I'm saying? And get in there and fight. I'm going to get in there and be the leader. I'm going to get in there and become more self-disciplined. It's not a bad aggression, right? I don't expect you to be like throwing things around the house or anything like that. It's more like telling yourself, we've got to do this. I got to take the reins for this, right? And absolutely it is, because it says you're bossing up. You're getting in the boss mode where you felt unfocused. This might be a little more impulsive. So that kind of aggressive behavior that you're kind of taking on is because, right, is because you're becoming more focused. See, that's aggressive again. But that's like that kind of like animalistic kind of, come on, let's do this. You know, maybe it's the pep talk, but you have to kind of get forceful with yourself. Get out of that. Let's go. Get into boss mode. That's what I'm talking about. Right? Getting yourself in there, taking on the reins. It's going to have an unpredictable, because you're saying this could be very unpredictable. I'm not sure the way that this is going to turn out, but if I don't try something different and get out of this comfort zone or the way that I'm feeling, I'm literally not going to move into what's well-deserved reward for me. Right? So you're really going to be taking on this energy. I love this energy because this is saying I'm not going to cozy up to this no more. You're literally taking the reins. Either it's away from someone or away from, you know what I'm saying? Or away from yourself. But no matter what, even if there's someone else involved, remember, you have to get up first into boss mode to be able to even do such a thing. I'm going to take my power back. Okay, so the end of the month, we have share the love is in reverse, 3 of Cups. Not feeling the greatest over here, not feeling like the world is actually coming the way you want it to go, but you do have the judgment call. And this is because you're saying, well, you know what? There was only so much that I could do over here. Maybe somebody is gossiping about the situation. Maybe I've pulled myself into a situation, or people around me don't like what I'm doing, or they see me doing something that they don't want to interact in. Why do I feel that somebody says, I don't like it when you boss up? Maybe they feel like you're taking their power away. Why am I feeling that? This is taking their energy away. This is taking their comfort zone away as well, so that you can get to the new world, because now they're saying, but yet it's not completed. That's the world card. When the world card is in, in reverse, it's saying the accomplishment is not 100. There are still strings attached. Someone is feeling like you have moved away, leaving it open-ended. There's no closure. But you are in the calling, because you're going after your own calling, your own destiny. I love the judgment here because that is a karmic card. And this reading is about you taking control of your destiny. Your soul's calling you out, saying, this is not where we're going. This is not what we need to be doing. We need to be doing this way. Do not lose your path. Do not lose your way. This is what you have. Okay? So if you were dealing with someone who was disregarding things and taking no consequences, the reason I'm going to say this too is because I see somebody with lack of accountability when it comes to a relationship. I'm going to bring this in right now. They want to make failure and be overwhelmed, maybe holding on to a grudge, holding on to something from the past that is taking place and not allowing the relationship to move forward. Okay? Or they continue to keep doing the same thing from the past and not allowing the new movement to move. So you are taking back your power, and they are just in disregard for any consequences that they want to have done. They're like, I don't, you do what you want to do, but, and now they're pissed off about the situation because now you're moving on to your destiny. Okay? So let's see what's going on over here. I don't know where that fly came from. He just came from nowhere. You guys seen him on my camera. He wants to be a part of the action, I guess. He thinks he's going to be famous. So you're sitting in the spotlight over here and you have all this happiness and vitality. Now, whoever you're dealing with, I'm telling you right now, they don't want you to be happy. Maybe they feel like you're walking away from them. They feel like you're in the spotlight. There could be some jealousy going on. Take it how it resonates over here. Maybe you're even going out for that promotion and you're getting it. But no matter what, whatever they're going through, it's like you're going to win. You have the blessing coming in. Okay, so wherever you were feeling like you were having issues, maybe even being over excessive about a situation, you are definitely allowing all of that to go away. Even though, remember, you still have some open-ended things going on here. There's not a 100% completion. You can have the blessings and still have no completion to that situation, right? It just means that I haven't really fixed the whole thing, okay? I'm just in a self-development mode, okay? But I do feel like there's someone who has misdirected activity. They're a little selfish, a little greedy. Maybe they're, they just don't have any happiness for you getting on, moving on into your blessing, moving on into this new energy, into wherever you are moving. But they want to try one more time with you because they don't want this to fall away, okay? For some of you, it's also like, I had this fear of change, but now I'm finding with the Judgment card that the more that I do so, right, the more I am developing, the more I'm accomplishing. Little by little, I feel like I'm evolving into the right action. I feel like I'm right on the same path. Well, you are. You're definitely now moving on the path that you're supposed to be moving on. It's going to take a little bit of time. This definitely isn't going to be one of those things where it's like, hello, I'm here, and now I've got wonderful, wonderful rewards. Now, this is actually going to be one of those things that's going to move slowly, okay, into place, okay? There's no 100% speedy action in this situation, okay? This is one of those things that's going to gain momentum as you're going, especially if you're dealing with someone else, because it does feel like they're trying to hold you back, okay? So it's like I'm trying my hardest to keep myself in place. But there's a lot of joy and comfort coming through this situation when it comes to yourself and understanding where you're moving. Okay. So this is definitely one of those things where it's kind of like you're digging your heels into the dirt and you're walking. Right? And the reason I say digging your heels into the dirt is because you're making a pathway that you can actually see when you come back. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like you can see your footprints in the dirt. So you can look back and say, wow, that's where I came from, right? I've made tracks. I've left stepping stones behind me. And I can actually look back and say at the end of the month, wow, this is where I came from. And I can actually see the pattern of moving towards that destiny, towards that path, towards this new era that's going on. Right? Moving towards a place and feeling very disciplined and putting myself back in control of this situation and overcoming. I love that. There it is. Overcoming the challenge. Overwhelming. As I am moving towards, and you are seeing the bigger picture, because no matter what, I do believe you're still observing the situation from the mid-month all the way down to the end month, because I believe that once that observation of the situation comes into play, it's almost like I can't unsee this anymore. Once I really see it and focus on it, I'm going to stay focused on it. It's not something that's just going to be a drive-by-night situation. Doesn't mean that like on the 12th, I'm going to see it through the 14th and then, oh man, I don't know what happened. It went away. No, it's something that's going to stay with you because it's that aha moment. It's that moment where that light bulb goes off and says, shit, you know what? This is where I'm supposed to be. This is what's going to happen. I have to stay fully aware of the circumstances around me. And if you are having any kind of negative thoughts or things going on around you, you're going to put a stop to that because you're in emperor mode. The emperor doesn't let anything slide by. So anything you're gonna catch, right? Anything that comes in, you're gonna be like, nope, not gonna happen. Plus you have the hermit right next to it. So it's like, dude, you're totally aware of the situation. Even if you have to withdraw completely from the situation, doesn't mean that you're blind. No, it means that I have my observation. I'm completely aware of the situation that's going on, and I'm holding all the strings. That's where they don't like those strings, because they're saying, if you're dealing with someone else, you have all the control. Now I don't have any control. Well, you don't. You don't. Because wherever they're putting you in control is making your chariot go all over the friggin' place. This is keeping that chariot straight and saying, okay, I'm not sure exactly where we're going, but we're going. But I know one thing, it's towards my dreams, my goals, and where I want to be at this time. And these dreams and these goals doesn't have to be on making it a millionaire. It means maybe I just on a path to happiness. Maybe on a path to no nonsense. I'm in a path to just being happy. Being stress-free. I don't want to deal with your shit no more. No more drama. See what I'm saying? So it doesn't have to be something huge. Or allowing them to understand this is where the love is going, this is the way the house is going to work, and this is the way the house and the home is going to be. Maybe they don't like that. Maybe they don't like change. Changing things up. Okay. Beautiful reading for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.